Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make this card candy box. What it is, it's a box, and inside are 4 different cards, and then we have different sentiments punched out, and then little solid pieces punched out so you can mat them. And then when you need a birthday, a thank you, thinking of you, you can just pull out your card in your box. Stick these together with some adhesive, stick that on there. There's some pearls in here so you can make that all pretty and fancy and elegant. And there you go, you have a card ready to go. Your envelopes are in here and all your sentiments, so you can pick and choose what you want your cards to say. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to assemble the box first. So what we're going to do is you're going to start with a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. In this case, it's black, and it's cut at 7 3/8 by 12. And then you're going to put it in your scoring. In this case, I have this one. And you're going to score it you're going to put it in the cutter here like this. And I have mine cut, so it's a little harder already, but I'm going to put it in here at 6 3/4 and score it. And then I'm going to move it to 6 and score it, turn it, and then you're going to put it in at 11 3/8, and then 10 5/8. Turn it again, do the 6 3/4 and the 6, turn it again, and put it in at 11 3/8 and 10 5/8. What you'll have when you've got all your score lines in is you'll have 4 little boxes in the corner here. In each corner. I went ahead and did 3 corners already. What you're going to do is you're going to come up with the long side facing you, and you're going to cut up to the second score line up. Can you zoom in a little bit on that? Are you zooming in? This is my cameraman, Dean. And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut the second box up to that first score line. So there's 2 little boxes there, you're going to take them away. And then we want to take this little box here away. And then what we want to do is we just want to come in a little bit on an angle. This will make it so it folds nicer. And you're just going to have, what you want to do is you're going to want to put sticky strip on all these outside tabs here. And then on the other side, you're going to put it on our little nugget tab sticking out there. Okay, now you're going to assemble the box. You want to fold on all those score lines, and you want to get that good. Fold your little tabs in. You want nice creases. I forgot to grab my bone folder, but works better to use your bone folder so you get nice crisp creases. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to peel off that sticky strip and off the 2 little nugget tabs here, and you're going to fold over the little tab on both ends and then secure that down. Turn it around. And you're going to do the same on this side. Peel off your red line. Get it off my little nugget tabs here. Peel that over. Take your bone folder and crease that in there good. Just like that. And then you just got to fold in your ends. So now you have the base, the bottom of your box, just like that. Now when you cut this bottom of the box at 7 3/8 by 12, you're going to end up with a strip. This is cut 4 1/2 by 11 1/8. Okay? You're going to cut off like 1/8 of an inch, so this fits perfectly, hardly any waste. Then you're going to put this piece in your scoring however you do your scoring. We have a beautiful score pail coming out in September. And you're going to score at 5 7/8, 6 3/8, 6 7/8, 8 1/2, 9 9 1/2. What you're going to do is you're going to have all these score lines here. The center score line is going to come up, and the other is going to go down. So what you're going to end up with, thank you, cameraman. He just handed me my bone folder. What you're going to have is these little valleys. So go ahead and score them down, and then what I like to do so they stick up good is just take some adhesive and then stick them up. And then that is going to fit right inside your box. It's going to give you your little channels or compartments for your sentiments that you've stamped and punched out, the matted piece, and then your pearls. Now if you want to divide that up to another little compartment, you can take a strip of cardstock and you're going to cut this at 1 1/2 by 5 1/2, and then you're going to score it at 2 1/4, 2 3/4, and 3 1/4. And you're going to do the same thing with this. And then put that, and then that can go in there like that. So it gives you little compartments, little boxes. Now what I did was I did put tape on the back side and stuck that so it stays nice and flush to the bottom. Now I'm going to show you how to do the lid, the cover. You're going to cut your cardstock. I did the same color top as bottom. And you're going to cut this 6 1/8 by 11. So for the top piece, you can use an 8 1/2 by 11 piece of cardstock. So it's 6 1/8 by 11. And then you're going to score the edge at 3/4 of an inch. So you would score it at 5 3/8, turn it, score at 10 1/4, turn it, 5 3/8, 10 1/4. Now you have little boxes in the corner. What you're going to do is on the long side facing you, you're going to cut up to that score line. And then you can see I put sticky strip on there. Now I want to make my window so I can see inside my box. So to do that, I'm going to put my cutting blade on here. I'm going to place my cardstock in here at 4 3/8. 4 3/8. And I want my blade, I want you to zoom in here a little bit, Dean. Where that point is where the blade is going to start cutting. And I want that, it's hard to see the numbers, but on the side here I have numbers. And I want it to start at 1 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to cut down to 9 1/4 inch. So 4 3/8. Put this at 1 3/4 and cut down to 9 1/4. Pick that up, turn it around, and I'm going to do the other side the same way. I'm going to put it in at 1. I'm going to put it in at 4 3/8. Put my cutter, my blade at 1 3/4, and then I'm going to cut down to 9 1/4. And now I'm going to turn it, and this way I'm going to put it in at 9 1/4. So the end of my cardstock here is at 9 1/4. I'm going to put my blade in at 1 3/4. And I'm going to cut down to 4 3/8. And I'm going to turn it. Make sure my end is at 9 1/4. Make sure my cutter is at 1 3/4. Cut down to 4 3/8. Then I have this little piece I can pop out. What you're going to cut next is your window sheet. Okay, my time is running slim here, so we're going to hurry this. Okay, my time is running slim here, so we're going to hurry this up. Okay, so now we are at part 2 of assembling our card candy box. The last thing I showed you in part 1 was how to cut out this opening in your cover. So next you're going to take a piece of our window sheet and you're going to cut this 4 1/4 by 9 1/4. You already have all your 4 little tabs cut here, and then you have your red line tape on there. You're going to flip that over and you're going to put some adhesive all the way around and attach your window sheet inside the cover. Okay, so that's on the inside. This is your outside. So go ahead and fold that up. Grab my scoring thing here. Works a lot nicer with a bone folder. Go ahead then and peel off that red line tape off your little nugget tabs there. Fold that up. Do that on all the corners. Sometimes this red line tape doesn't want to come off. So there you have your cover. Okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to assemble the cards. What I did was I ran, this is very vanilla, through 4 different embossing folders and made them, got the texture on there. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to adhere that to a piece of black. This is cut 3 3/4 by 5. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And then your finished card is the very vanilla again, and that is going to be cut at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Fold it in half, and you got your standard size card, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Stick those all together like so, and then you can go ahead and put them in your box. So you'll have 4 cards like this, and then like I said, when you're ready to send out a card, you're just going to attach your greeting and it's ready to go. So now what you want to do is you want to pick a sentiment stamp set that you like. The one I used in my kit was the Sincere Salutations. This is a new set in the new catalog, and I love this set. It's a smaller script. It's got an inside saying as well as your outside, and it's called Petite Pairs. So what you would do, if you were given this as a gift, you would use all the different greetings that are in the set. And this is not the right color. There we go. And just a black ink pad. Just stamp all the different greetings. Let's see. My birthday one isn't in here because I used it. I didn't stick it back in there yet. But just a variety of your greetings. Then you can go ahead and punch out all your different sentiments. Or when I use the Sincere Salutations, I use the bigger scallop punch. And then you're going to want to use another coordinating punch. Punch out a bunch of your little background pieces so they can mat them. Mat their greeting, whichever they choose. Just punch a whole bunch of those. And then they can mat whichever sentiment they need. and place it in their card. So when they get this, it'll have the cards and envelopes, the different sentiments, the coordinating or punched piece, and then I put some pearls in there. Now with the one I just made, I put that little divider so you could divide out your pearls. It's not stuck, but you'll get the idea. Put your cover on. There we go. And then I just took our ribbon, tied it around, and then I created another tag just for the front, and I put just for you, put that on there. So it's a nice gift idea, nice gift for somebody that they can make whatever card for whatever occasion they need. Thanks for stopping by.